Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Sunday morning, enjoying the start to another crazy day in the world of Newcastle United. Another day in the world of Newcastle, another cup of tea, and it's going to be boiling again. It is. Yes, welcome back to another video. Worried about PSR? No sweat, mate. I was never worried at all. Coming off the back of a day yesterday when we had the likes of Gordon being linked to Liverpool, Isak being linked to Chelsea, Newcastle trying to hit this PSR deadline. And look, I said it yesterday. It regardless of whether that was a smoke screen or what, it was messy. And I think Newcastle are definitely going to have a lesson to learn from what's gone on in the last 48 hours. But are we about to land on our feet? Because as I did a video yesterday, Newcastle have agreed a deal with Brighton for Yakuba Minter to make his way out of the club. He looked like the player who was set to go and save us on this PSR deadline for a pretty big fee. And there was a couple of little murmurs as to whether there might have been somebody else to go. One of those murmurs was Elliot Anderson, and the fee reported was around 10 million. And look, I thought it was a low fee. I thought Elliot Anderson, English proven. I think he's got a way more to give. At 10 million is low, but with a very bittersweet attitude to it, he is possibly, becoming 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th choice midfield player for us at the moment. So although the fee was low, I think maybe you're kind of looking at what is he just the one having to bite the bullet for the PSR stuff. Well, reported this morning by Keith Downey, the fee for Elliot Anderson is actually 35 million. Now, don't get me wrong, I thought 10 million was low. 35, I think you were for, as I say, when you're talking homegrown, local lad, Geordie lad, it's a shame. Like, I don't particularly want to see anyone leave. But, as I've mentioned already, when you're getting linked with Gordon going to Liverpool, oh God, I've seen some conspiracy theories online saying the owners did it on purpose because no one wanted Minty to leave. And as soon as Gordon and Isak are linked to leave, hang on, well, I don't mind Minty leaving now. Well, as long as it's not Gordon or Isak, yeah, it's fine now. So part of me does wonder. No, I'm not into that one. I genuinely think it was just a mess. And it's just landed this way. And as I say, it ended up being reported that Elliot Anderson is also going to leave for 35 million. I think it's a decent fee. And I've seen, again, conflicting views on this one as to that is what he's worth. To other people saying, it doesn't really. Because that's the thing, I did a podcast for the True Faith last week where we went through every midfielder in the Newcastle squad, ranging from Bruno all the way down to Joe White. And as I say, there was 8 people in that video, and I think it's quite assumed by many that our 3 midfielders this season will be Tonali, Joe Linton, Bruno. And then after that, you're looking at Willock. Obviously, when Miley needs to be coming into the team, no question. I think it's quite easy to forget about Willock because of how injury prone he was. But I think Willock is a very, very good player. Miley has to get game time, even at the age of 19. He has to. And then Sean Longstaff is Eddie Howe's favourite player, so he's going to get some game time. I'm not taking the mick. I think when Sean is available and fit, he's very, very good. Where does Anderson kind of fill in? Where is Anderson in that? I don't think it's a slight on Anderson. I think he can be a very good player. He's come in being the muscle when Joe Linton's been unavailable, but he doesn't really fit that position. So we've tried to stick him on the left wing, but that's where Gordon plays. And he's more, for me, he's more of an attacking, they call him the Jody Maradona. He went away, scored loads of goals on loan, the Jody Maradona. Well, we haven't really seen the Maradona in a while because we don't really play that way. So it's not a slight on Anderson. I think it's as much as it is basically a player who is down the list. And if he wasn't a Geordie, possibly would have felt differently. Interestingly as well, to make it even more fun, Sky Sports are reporting 35 million. So now you're looking at just under 70 million in 24 hours for a player who hasn't kicked the football for us yet, and Elliot Anderson, who, as I say, is a bit down the list right now. So we've gone from the world's about to burst into flames, selling Gordon to Liverpool, and this morning waking up having agreed 2 fees of 2 clubs for 2 players who wouldn't, well, fair enough, would be in the squad, but wouldn't be in the start 11. You know? And I am, as I say, I think Newcastle have had their fingers burnt this weekend. I do not think this has all been in the plan and it was all going to be fine. You know, trust the process. Trust it. And you know, you could turn around to me and go, nah, Rob, they knew what they were doing. It was all part of the plan. It was always going to be done on the last day of this PSR deadline. But it appears that, and I said it yesterday, let's hope we get through on the skin of our teeth, and as of this morning, it looks like we'll have. But could it be even better? It's Sky Sports who are reporting the 35 million. Craig Hope and the Daily Mail are actually reporting, as of 10 minutes ago, that it's actually going to be Elliot Anderson is heading to Nottingham Forest for 35 million plus a player. Newcastle have been heavily linked with Elanga, and we've also had links to Morgan Gibbs-White. The thought was we were going to do some sort of swap thing, and I think this is where the world of PSR gets a little bit dodgy, in my opinion. That Newcastle would sell Elliot Anderson, and then we would buy Elanga, or that we would trade the 2 players. So basically both teams are kind of getting out with their own PSR issues. Well, that is not what's being reported. What is being reported is it is a single deal for Anderson to go, but the Newcastle would get a player back in the other direction as well. Now, don't get me wrong. If it was 10 million plus Morgan Gibbs-White or something along those lines, I'd probably go with it, you know? I think paying us to take Morgan Gibbs-White, I think, is possibly just a stretch too far in that direction. I even think Elanga, getting him them paying us for Anderson and Elanga, even that seems to be a stretch. But that's what's being reported, so we'll have to wait and hear who it is. It could be a youth player, for all we know. You know, it could have just been us saying, look, if you're going to take one of ours, we'll need a squad player. Give us a bright star for the future. Or it could be a big name. Or it could be Chris Wood. There you go. Let's get him back. We need a striker. I tell you what, he's been better for them than he probably was for us. Would you have Chris Wood back, or is that just ridiculous? Let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, as I've said already, it's been an interesting couple of days. It's like its own deadline. Like what's going on? I'm just reading there, flashing up here in front of us. 35 million plus mystery player. The Newcastle have chosen the mystery box to go along with the transfer. But yes, I'm definitely feeling a lot more bright and a lot more smiley than I was yesterday morning when I sat down and did a video, because yeah, it's been a wild one, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with all this PSR stuff, because as I say, it is mad that Newcastle are having to go out, and because that's the other side of the coin, that, you know, Newcastle having to go out. I don't think we would have really had any intention to sell Anderson. I think if this is the fee that goes through, I think at least we've done him proud with the money we've taken in. We've not just sold him on for 10 million, 7 million, whatever. We've gone out. We've got a pretty decent fee, in my opinion, for someone who, as I've said, wouldn't start for us. And he's homegrown. So again, that's the bittersweet, because he's homegrown. We're losing one of our own, and it's someone who probably would have loved to be here a bit longer. Or maybe Anderson wants the first team football. Maybe he's realised that he wants to go and get that. But regardless, 35 million is total profit for us. It's over 5 years, so you're talking, you know, 150, 180-ish million that we can potentially go and spend from tomorrow. So yeah, all the sales get done in 24 hours, and then Newcastle are back on the, and same with Minty as well. Paid 7 for him. You know, that's an extra 30. God, it's far too early in the morning to be doing maths. 25 million or whatever extra for him, put over 5 years. So yeah, I tell you what, we found ourselves quite a nice little cash stack coming out of this weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on the Minty situation already, if you haven't already. And then, of course, on the Elliot Anderson situation. What do Newcastle do next. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy England later on. Fingers crossed we can get some full confirmations on these going through very, very soon. And as I said, have Newcastle got away with it? Or was it all part of the plan? You let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.